Welcome to our segment on the long-term effects of stress. We just learned in our last segment how stress has significant physiological effects on our bodies, triggering our primal fight or flight stress response. Many of us lead stressful lives and feel the effects of stress every single day. Over time, we put excess strain on our bodies, and consistent stress can plant seeds in our body that can lead to very serious long-term illness. When life stressors are constant, our stress response, our fight or flight response, stays activated and puts excess strain on our physiology and can do some really serious damage to our bodies. It's no surprise that we hear more and more about people suffering from heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and more. Let's take a look now how consistent stress on our bodies over time contributes to these serious illnesses. Increased heart stress and blood pressure. In our last segment, we learned that each time you are stressed, you put excess strain on your heart and your blood pressure increases. This stress on your heart and circulatory system over time can lead to heart attacks and coronary heart disease. The American Heart Association states that 1 American dies every 40 seconds from cardiovascular disease. Increased blood clotting. Under stress, your blood clots, preventing the free flow of blood throughout your body. When you're stressed over time, the increases in clotting and sticky platelets in your blood can also lead to heart attacks and strokes. According to the American Heart Association, strokes account for 1 of every 19 deaths in the United States. Decreased immunity. Under stress, your immune system is suppressed. Over time, consistent activation of this stress response and reduction in your immunity can lead to cancer, infections, and other serious diseases. At the time of this video, the American Cancer Society website currently estimates that 1 out of every 2 men are at risk for developing cancer in their lifetime. The risk for women is 1 out of 3. Suppressed digestion. If you are consistently stressed, your digestive system can be suppressed. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, digestive disturbances, and even obesity. The American Heart Association estimates that 154.7 million adults are overweight or obese in the United States, and 23.9 million children ages 2 to 19 are also overweight or obese. The American Gastroenterological Association estimates that a whopping 33% of people in the United States have acid reflux disease. Increases in blood sugar. Stress increases the blood sugar throughout our bodies. Over time, these increases in your blood sugar levels can lead to diabetes, obesity, kidney failure, nerve damage, and even vision problems. The American Diabetes Association estimates that 25.8 million children and adults in the United States have diabetes. That's 8.3% of our entire population. Decreases in anti-aging growth hormones. Over time, if you are stressed regularly, your body continues to reduce the flow of anti-aging growth hormones. And there are many studies that show that the reduction of these growth hormones can lead to premature aging. So, under stress, you age faster. Reduction of sex hormones. Stress reduces our sex hormones. There is significant research on how stress affects our sex drive and libido. Long term, this can have serious impact on our self-image and relationships. We hear so much on the news about drugs that can help with sex drive. Yet, being aware of how stress can cause a low libido could also significantly help. Even more serious, UC Berkeley researchers have done studies on how chronic stress can lead to sexual dysfunction and even infertility. Recent news and studies have shown that infertility is rising. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services reports that 6.1 million women in the United States have difficulty getting pregnant. It's not just a woman's problem. Both men and women can develop problems that cause infertility. Increases in stress hormones. Regular activation of our stress response floods our bodies with stress hormones, adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol, just to name a few. Over time, this can lead to anxiety, insomnia, serious memory and concentration impairment, osteoporosis, addictions, and even depression. Studies indicate that high cortisol levels over your lifetime have been found to lead to Alzheimer's disease and even senile dementia. Long-term stress is a very serious problem that can lead to serious long-term illnesses that can drastically alter our lives. It's time now to take a real look at ways to reverse the effects of stress in our lives. Let's move on to the next segment and start now.